All right, what's up, YouTube? I'm back. This video I'm gonna be doing two videos in one because they're kind of short, so I kind of just want to go ahead and merge them together. Um, this one is the power rankings. It's just team power rankings, I guess, that updated version of it. And then we got the next one is who's the best quarterback in the AFC North. And doing a little bit of debate on that. So we pretty much are gonna go ahead and get into it. So let's start.
USA Today releasing their updated NFL power rankings this morning. Guess who has that top overall spot? The LA Rams.
Yeah.
Packers coming
I mean,
in
they
at
just
4,
came off a Super
Buccaneers
Bowl.
at 7, Eagles at 9. Skip's Cowboys came in down at 15. Shannon, all right, what is your biggest disagreement with these rankings?
I mean, there's a lot of surprise, Skip. I'm surprised that the Tampa Bucs are so far down. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are so far down.
I'm not.
But the Eagles at 4?
Oh.
4, Skip.
No,
Oh, Eagles at 4 is crazy.
9. The Eagles are 9.
But I'm saying they're 4th in the NFC.
Fourth. I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, they 9.
But Man, they're so Skip. They're sold on Jalen Hurts. That's the only thing that I can believe because Skip their talent. I mean, when you think they got A.J. Brown, they got Dallas Goedert, they got Devontae Smith. Skip, they have nice pieces. Miles Sanders can stay healthy. Offensive line is good. Hargrove, I love Hargrove. They got Darius Slay at the back end. They've got some pieces. But for them to be as ranked as high as they are, that says, you know what? Jalen Hurts is that dude. He's turned the corner, and he's going to be exponentially better this year than what he's been his first 2 years. Skip, I just don't see it. I just don't. And
I didn't know the Eagles was that high up.
The dream
I
team,
mean,
remember in
out of
2011, Skip,
ninth
dream
is.
team.
I don't know.
And they ended up finishing 8th.
Because he's talking about
Skip,
fourth. I don't know if he's
it's
talking
just
about
hard
fourth.
for me to believe that the Eagles have basically the power ranking. They're the 4th best team in the NFC as we speak.
Did you see the first line in the Eagles capsule in USA Today as they were chosen 9th overall? It says, good luck finding a team with more talent and depth in the trenches than the Philadelphia Eagles. So they're just starting there, not to mention all the firepower and the weaponry around Jalen Hurts. I first guessed this. I told you the Eagles are a little better than my Cowboys. I'm not saying Jalen is better than Dak.
So Eagles
but
better
on
than
intangibles, he is a better leader than Dak Prescott is in my humble estimation. Just on pure, that team loves him a little more than the Dallas Cowboys love and trust Dak Prescott. And again,
I don't
Dak
really
is a
watch
better,
much Jalen Hurts, much Eagles in
talent, a
general.
better quarterback.
We're gonna check him out.
But
Definitely got to check
intangibly,
him out.
on playmaking, leadership, gamesmanship,
I mean, he
I'm
throwing
sold
dots.
on Jalen Hurts way more than you are, which is why they vaulted all the way up to 9. And again, we both agree, Jerry Jones did nothing in the offseason. They lost far more than they gained, and so they dropped down to 15th, and I got no issue with that. I hope they proved USA Today wrong, but I fear the Eagles because I do fear Jalen Hurts, and the Eagles' team around Jalen is way better than the team around Dak Prescott. So I get that because I first guessed it. Now, back to the Buccaneers. You realize, Shannon Sharp, they have just fallen 3 slots from 4 to 7 because of one reason only, a reason you wrote off and discounted and undercut. They're saying that they fell 3 slots just because of the loss of Tom Brady's center, Ryan Jensen. And you said it was no big deal that Pro Football Focus
They dropped him
rated
3?
only as the 23rd best center. Hey, he is it for Tom Brady. Brady, I told you, is going to get hit and hurried more without Ryan Jensen.
Really?
So they're
But you got Julio now.
Wait, so okay, hold on. So they lowered them because they lost a center, and Skip is okay. Skip is agreeing with that. I mean, I got to put more respect on O-line. Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay. But at the same time, it's Brady. Like, I think Brady can adjust with a new center. And plus, it's not like it's some center they just picked up or something. He probably been on the team.
Okay,
I don't know.
but that's their point. What's the capsule say? Well, the notion of Julio Jones against man coverage on passing downs is tantalizing. Pretty good bet Tom Brady would rather have an injured Ryan Jensen than Julio. Well, he would. I would agree with that. But the point is, they at least have enough time to try that kid Hainsey from Notre Dame, but I don't think he's going to be anywhere near Ryan Jensen. and then maybe they try to go get that J.C. Tretter, the head of the.
So the Bucs don't sound like they got a complete team for real.
Market. I just think he's going to command a lot more money than they have left because they're down to the bottom barrel of what they've got left in the salary cap.
Tell Tom to play for $2 million.
I think Tom got it.
Will.
Tom got it, bro. He be straight.
Unlike LeBron James, whatever. He's supposed to make $30 million as opposed to the $50 million that Aaron Rodgers is going to make this year. So he's taking discount upon discount. But I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would redo his contract as we speak if they could go get J.C. Tretter.
No.
Yes.
Ain't happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the Eagles, Skip, at the end of the day, yes, the Eagles are immensely talented. Yes, they have more talent than the Dallas Cowboys. But do you believe their quarterback
Why nobody
is
answering
better?
the question at the bottom?
Is their quarterback better than Tampa? Is their quarterback better than Dallas? Is their quarterback better than some of these teams in the NFC? And Green Bay, being as high as they are, they lost Scantling. They lost Devontae. And Bakhtiari had a knee procedure, Skip, so they don't know if and when he's coming back.
Yep, I got it. Look, my fear is Jalen Hurts is not better than Dak in a vacuum, but my fear is that Jalen Hurts will play better than Dak. I just heard you say down the stretch every year,
his chemistry might be better.
I don't think Jalen Hurts will fold. He'll be as good as he can be in every single game. He will play more consistently and intangibly than Dak will play.
Okay. Well, we're about to find out. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, we definitely about to find out. Season about to start for
Pro Football Focus and USA Today had them ranked, and my Cowboys. That's what you're trying to do.
No,
but I ain't buying it.
Well,
I ain't buying it.
It's hard for me to buy my Cowboys right now.
Yeah. Cowboys looking sick.
Yeah.
You are also the king of reverse jinxing, Skip. I do have to say.
Maybe.
All right, guys, you are not going to want to miss this.
All right, that's the end of that one. We're going to go ahead and load up this next one. Right now, I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to just go ahead and switch the video. Go ahead, boom. Let's get into it. You already know it. Into the next one. Into the next one. All right, who the best quarterback in AFC North? That's what they're talking about.
John Harbaugh confirmed that Jackson will be one of the veteran starters who will be sidelined this week. No question.
Lamar Jackson was sitting. Okay, he's sitting out. Dang, bro.
Jackson won unanimous
He's sitting
MVP
everybody out
honors
first
in
game.
2019.
Preseason. I mean, it's preseason.
He's got multiple 1,000-yard rushing seasons. Deshaun Watson has the third highest QBR since coming into the league, and Joe Burrow made the second-year leap last year, taking the Bengals to their first Super Bowl since 1988.
Wait, Trubisky is starting?
This division very, very well. Who's the best quarterback in the AFC North?
Lamar Jackson. And I know I'm an LSU guy.
Let me see it again. I need. Hold on. My fault.
1980.
I gotta see this one more time. Best quarterback AFC. Joe Burrow just came off of a Super Bowl run, but it's only his second season. And we only seen him actually produce one season because he got injured the first season. Deshaun Watson coming off of allegations. He's not even playing the first 6 games. We don't know how Deshaun Watson looking. If this was Deshaun, if it's the same Deshaun before the allegations, I would say Deshaun Watson. Trubisky not even in a conversation for me. I don't even know why he's starting. They need to put Kenny Pickett out there. Anyway. Not Kenny Pickett. Is that his name? Kenny Pickett, right? Yeah, I think it's Kenny Pickett. I don't know. I think it is, though. I'll say Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I definitely go Lamar Jackson.
RC, you know this division
Lamar
very, very
Jackson,
well.
yeah.
Who's the best quarterback in the AFC North?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And I know I'm an LSU guy. I love Joe Burrow. I've seen Joe Burrow do some amazing things. Joe Burrow gave me the greatest morning on First Take I have ever had. I got to smoke cigars with Marcus Spears while Stephen A. had to sit there speechless as we stunted for an entire 2 hours. That was my day. Joe Burrow gave me that. He gets to the Super Bowl last year, but Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in this division. Lamar Jackson is the guy who was the MVP in only his second season. Lamar Jackson, with all the injuries that the Baltimore Ravens had the Baltimore Ravens #1 in the AFC North at his time of injury. I think people tend to forget what this team was dealing with last year with all of the defensive losses. You lose your top 3 running backs, and Lamar Jackson was still finding ways for this football team to not only compete, but to win and be the #1 team in the AFC North. I get it. We've had anonymous defensive coordinators talk about
What happened happened to the
terrible Lamar
Ravens though?
Jackson
Did
is,
they
and
just like
Lamar
fall off at the
Jackson
end of the
can't
season?
be a top tier guy. I'll tell you this: there is no defensive coordinator in this league that I respect more than Lou Anarumo, who's the defense coordinator in Cincinnati. Got an opportunity to be on the field with him, got an opportunity to talk to his defense. And he told me this jokingly when we were talking about the Baltimore Ravens. He said, I tell you what, I wasn't that defense coordinator that said that about Lamar Jackson, because he understands that playing him 2 times a year is a very unique thing. Lamar Jackson has specific days in training camps of the teams in the AFC North because what he can do is so unique. I know we're so familiar and we're so comfortable with what we've always known the quarterback position to be, but I believe that Lamar Jackson adds something to a team that you just can't explain and you just can't quantify. And I will say
Lamar
this
Jackson
to
abuse.
everybody who won't pick Lamar Jackson in this division. Give Lamar Jackson, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Joe Mixon, and tell me you want to play against that offense.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Ryan, come on now.
That'll be
Geez,
crazy.
he's won 1 playoff game, and go look at his quarterback rating in his 4 playoff games. Go look at that quarterback rating. I know you're going to tell me it's a small sample size, but go take a peek. He was awful in Buffalo, awful against Tennessee the year he won the MVP, and he couldn't play against the Chargers. And the game that he won against Tennessee, in Tennessee they scored 20 points. Burrow's already won 3 playoff games, not to mention a national championship that you had the cigars over. He's already won 3 playoff games. He outplayed Mahomes. He outplayed Mahomes in the second half of the season on the line against Kansas City. He beat the Titans with a very good performance, and he beat the Raiders and Carr. Listen, Lamar, love him. He's fun to watch. He's had his great moments. But
She just
don't
got caught on
know
her
if
phone on
Lamar
camera and tried to
Jackson
play it off.
hasn't shown yet that he can take a team in postseason play with frozen weather, with 16 games where his body's banged up against defenses that are going to take that running game away. He hasn't shown that he can go 80 yards down the field throwing a football. Burrow has. And until you do that, I could not make you the best quarterback in the AFC North.
One thing I'll make on Ryan's point, Lamar Jackson's a unicorn. He does things that no one else in the NFL can do at that position. So I always wonder, when teams are trying to prepare for the Baltimore Ravens, how do you decide who the scout team QB is going to be? Because you're never going to get an accurate look at what Lamar Jackson can bring to the table, because he is so prolific in a lot of different areas. But for me, I agree with Mad Dog on this. It's Joe Burrow. That offense last year was so explosive because of his laser accuracy, his timing, and what he had around him. Certainly that all plays into why Joe Burrow is my answer. But
Joe Burrow. I mean, I'm not giving him no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against Joe Burrow. He had a wonderful season last season. But that's one season. But at the same time, I see what they're saying. Lamar Jackson haven't been performing in the playoffs. I think he only won 1 playoff game. Right? 1 playoff game. I think he's won 1 playoff game. But it's tough. I mean, you could really say Joe Burrow. You could. I'm not saying Joe Burrow. I'm saying I'm still going to stick with Lamar Jackson. I'm still sticking with Lamar Jackson.
But on top of that,
We'll see this
comparing
season,
the
though.
two, Burrow and Lamar Jackson, Burrow threw for more yards, more touchdowns, and only 1 more interception. He played 4 more games last year. So I think everything that came into kind of the snowball effect for why the Cincinnati Bengals were so good, why they were able to get.
I'm just gonna have to go with Lamar Jackson. I mean, he's one of the best in the league. And they talking about his throwing, but we all know Lamar Jackson isn't known for his throwing. Let's talk about his running. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about what he is, his strengths are in. Because if y'all want to do that, we can. If y'all want to compare his throwing, okay, he's a quarterback. He gotta know how to throw, right? Cool. His throwing numbers is just as good as Jamar. Not his pass. What I'm trying to say is his passing yards is just as good as most other quarterbacks. And then his running is just as good as most running backs. So let's put that together. You know what I'm saying? He can do it all. He can do it both. But they don't want to talk about that. They just want all they care about is if he could throw the ball 80 yards downfield, which I mean is understandable, quarterback or whatever. But he's a different type of quarterback. He can run and throw. How about that? But I guess we'll see. I guess.